Da, 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 da. It's a live news update with Tier Force Heroes. Whoa.
Hey! Whoa!
No way.
This is serious.
This is so... Corey? Is Corey okay?
Well, that's the first thing we need to talk about is
man.
we couldn't insert Corey today.
Ah, no.
We wanted to get together for a few reasons, and they kept piling up. Firstly, we want to come here to sort of help promote and announce the Fall Brawl tournament over at Zelda Dungeon, which is a yearly character bracket that we run. We've run it for 4 years now, something like that.
Is it 4 years?
Yes.
Wow.
There has been, I think, 3 winners crowned. And so basically every year they do a bracket where you can go and vote on your favorite characters in the Zelda series.
Yes.
And it's like a bracket style tournament. There is a bracket that you can go and enter to also see if your predictions line up with the actual winners, and whoever wins gets a nice little prize. I think we have some merchandise over at the Zelda Dungeon merch store.
Yeah, we sure do. Including merch from both of us, actually.
So the tournament, it begins on September 13th, and there's polls daily, so you want to keep checking back in on the site. If you go to zeldadungeon.net right now, you can also find the post for it, where you can go and find the link to make your predictions, and then you will of course want to check back in every day, because our polls will be going up every 24 hours.
Yes, so that way that you can get your vote in for the character that you want to win.
Today we're gonna make a bracket of our own. Sadly, Corey-less. Corey's not actually... Corey will try to insert someday, but just couldn't be here this week. Before we do that, I guess we also want to talk about I don't know if this is like a tasty rumor or not, but there's been all this rumors and speculation about Nintendo Direct coming imminently, for one, and then also there's been, the classic rumors of Twilight Princess and Wind Waker coming to Switch that are always floated around.
Sure.
Those are talked about as, potential topics in this Direct, but just for the Direct in general, do you think one's gonna happen?
I think we're gonna get a Direct this month in September of the year 2022. I'm putting that into existence.
Okay.
We've had one for the past, I think, 6 years in September. One of them, granted, I think was a mini Direct, and I think that was 2020. So understandable. It just makes sense. They got to get the news out about the holiday season, about the beginning of the new year. Like, this is the perfect time to do it.
Yeah, I can see that.
So I think we're gonna get one.
That sounds right. It feels like there should be more to talk about beyond what there's Pokemon. Splatoon, I guess, that's a big one.
Splatoon comes out, we're recording this the day before Splatoon comes out. So yeah. I'm thinking, that's going to be a little in the past, but they might, who knows, maybe they'll already announce a DLC. I wouldn't be surprised.
Do you think, I don't know, these Zelda games could be ones they talk about?
Honestly, I don't think so. Do I hope so? Oh, of course. I would love to see Wind Waker and Twilight Princess on the Switch, but I don't see it happening. I don't know why. I'm not usually that much of a skeptic, but in this case, I am.
I feel like it's something that is inevitable. It's strange to me that it hasn't come. Like, is there any other Wii U game that hasn't come to Switch?
That's a good point. There are so many Wii U games, and they're both the HD versions of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess are Wii U games. So yeah, it would make sense that they would come to the Switch. I hope they do. That
feels like something that I actually thought would happen before, like Skyward Sword or something, because they kind of did more to that. Whereas like what I would imagine these other games would be more similar to like how they ported, Toad's Treasure Trackers or whatever.
Yeah, and like the new what is it, Super Mario 3D World. That was a great port over Pikmin 3. They've done a lot of like the big Wii U titles and brought them over to the Switch. I would love to see it. I really would. I hope they do. I hope they add more to the N64 on the Switch. Maybe we'll get GameCube games on the Switch. NSO. I don't know. But
Andy kept saying something about like, oh, maybe there'll be like Game Boy something or other added to there.
DS or Game Boy games. That'd be awesome.
There's rumors about that. I don't know.
Well, there's rumors about anything in the Nintendo world. I'll say that.
Yeah, well, that's another thing is who knows it. Like both these things we're speculating on are just like they're a good thing to guess on because like you said, every year there's the Direct.
Yeah.
And then maybe it's not going to happen, but it seems inevitable those other two games will come out. So like any rumors around this are like, okay, that's it's not necessarily anyone could throw that out there and like be right some of the time. Yeah.
I bet there's something awesome. If anything, I think this month we will hear more about the sequel to Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, I guess I didn't even ask about that because I'm just so used to not hearing anything.
Getting a trailer and then dead silence for 2 years.
That's true. I should have asked about that. Maybe we'll get a title reveal.
Oh, I would love a title. I'm sick of people calling me out for saying, actually, it's Breath of the Wild 2, not the sequel to Breath of the Wild. And I'm like, well, I like calling it the sequel to Breath of the Wild,
It seems to be what they called it.
It is.
Their presentation.
Which is what, I don't know.
You're right.
Anyway.
Before we get into our main topic, should we attempt to contact Corey about this? Ask him what he thinks?
Oh, sure. I think that's a great idea. I will go into the Beyond and do my best to contact him. I have these abilities. Grogu.
Okay.
Grogu taught me how to do this.
I hope he's dressed well.
He usually is. I bet his mustache will be nice and perky. Ready?
All right, let's see what happens.
Hello everybody and welcome to another fine installment of Corey's Corner. I'm your host, Corey. Today what we're going to be doing is we're going over the probabilities and my personal opinions on whether or not we're going to see a September Nintendo Direct and some potential Zelda news in that September Direct. There's some rumors circulating, some rumors swirling around in the atmosphere, so I figured that we could take a look at the forecast and work it out together whether or not that's really going to happen. So now, question number 1. Is there going to be a September Nintendo Direct, Corey? And if you look at this fine graph, you can see probabilities are high. High chance of a Nintendo September Direct. But the real question that I think everyone is wondering, are we going to get Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD? Are they going to be bundled? Is this going to be a Zelda blowout like some of the rumors have been saying? Well, I got the answer for you right here as well. If you take a look at this fine chart, I think it's pretty unlikely. There is a chance that we do get some Zelda news, because as we know, Breath of the Wild 2 is slated to come out sometime, and if they want to stick to that 2023 release window, they're gonna have to start showing us something, and they're gonna have to start showing us something soon. This has been the latest installment of Corey's Corner. Thank you for joining me.
Well, that was really cool, wasn't it?
Wow, I can't believe that worked for one.
Wow.
And then I can't believe what great information Corey provided to us.
Thank you so much for those wonderful words, Corey. It was truly magical. It changed my life. I can't believe you said those wonderful things about me.
Should we totem time?
Sure. It might be a little awkward, but I'll do my best to hold up you and the space in between us.
The space between.
It's totem time.
Totem time.
Wait a second.
I'm all right.
This isn't a tier list.
Welcome to Bracket Force Heroes.
Bracket Force Heroes.
One thing we forgot to mention about the bracket is that this year's theme is Zelda versus Smash.
The Smash characters have invaded.
Yes, this is like a classic invasion angle.
I don't
first round.
Know a lot of these characters.
Oh, we'll work it out. We'll work it out.
I'll
you
vote
played
for
Smash, right?
Yeah.
So all the first round is all Zelda versus Smash. From there, I think we might. I'm predicting it's a Zelda fan site. I'm not sure though. Maybe the popularity of some of these characters will bring them further. That's where a big gamble is. So,
that's true.
Well, for example, this is one that is a good matchup, I think, because we got Mario versus Suga, who is a recent character, maybe there's some recency bias here, but I don't think that's a very memorable or beloved Zelda character. Not really trying to value judge it here. So I don't know. Do you think like I'm trying to try to get inside the mind of a Zelda Dungeon.net.
I genuinely think Mario is going to win in this round.
Okay.
He's the most like well-known video game character of all time. Everyone knows Mario,
Yeah. I think I'm kind of with you, but part of my psychology is just thinking like I could see there's a lot of people in previous years who would get upset about non-Zelda characters, like Zelda-like characters that got included. And I'm wondering if that bias will be like, Mario, how could you put Mario in here?
True. That's a good point.
But I am that's my only hesitation, but I sort of agree with you.
It's a smart
Mario
hesitation.
is I think Mario is probably a pretty, I don't know, like I think some people might not
strong. If any Italians are going to win, it's going to be Mario.
All right, let's move him forward. I think this is a good like dark horse pick.
How do I move it? 1 second. I'm going to let's pause the video here.
Pause. The video's paused.
I thought you could just drag them. Can you not?
You're supposed to.
Oh, do I have to log in?
Oh yeah,
I have to create a prediction. There we go. Well, we'll just be like, whoa, the space has turned red.
Wow, why are they all red?
Okay, it still looks fine, I think. And I can just grab
Mario.
Okay, so we're gonna go Mario. Boom. What do we think?
That's next here?
Malon
and
Byleth.
Malon and Byleth.
Byleth
is that?
Yeah.
It's a new Fire Emblem character.
Do we really think Fire Emblem is going to take over Malon?
Malon's a pretty beloved character. I'm down with that.
I don't think there's a chance. That's a fun matchup. Mario and Malon.
Mario and Malon. That's like Talon.
Oh my gosh! Hey, that makes sense. Did they do that on purpose?
Andy. One thing we should mention too is that previous winners from the tournament kind of get taken out, so that because they probably win almost every year, gives other people a chance. So we've seen previously Midna, Skull Kid, and Sheik, three powerhouse characters win. So if you're wondering where they are,
proud of Skull Kid.
Skull Kid, yeah, quite the hero. And of course, I think this excludes usually Link, Zelda, Ganondorf, because this is all the other characters. Give them a shot.
That's the whole point. Okay, this is actually a tough choice for me. King K. Rool and Hilda, because I love Hilda. I think she's an awesome character. But I love DK64 more than almost anything in the world. And King K. Rool in that game is amazing. And so I'm like, how do I make this choice? I don't know. What would the people say?
I agree with you. Well, that's what I think. I think that Hilda is a pretty popular character.
Yeah.
And and I think that plus the Zelda side of it really pushes it over.
That's a good point. King K. Rool is awesome. I would probably personally pick him, but I think the people will choose Hilda.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
That leaves a horse and a horse girl. Who's gonna win?
Wow, these are really great matchups.
Andy, good job.
I don't know. Is Rosalina? You like Rosalina, right?
Yeah, I do. She's like. Probably shouldn't say that on the Zelda Dungeon YouTube. Never mind. She's really cool.
I don't know.
But Epona.
Epona's pretty classic.
An S tier mount, if you ask me.
Yeah, Epona's beloved, but I wonder if it's just the horse. I don't know how Epona's done it. Is Epona done well previous years?
I don't remember if we've even had Epona as a character in the past. I really don't remember.
I
will say though, I feel like if a Mario character was going to win again, like in this situation, Rosalina is a pretty high chance because I know a lot of people really like Rosalina.
Okay. See, yeah, I feel out of touch. I don't know who likes Rosalina. I could go either way on this one.
I know I can already see the poll for this one is going to be heated. Oh,
this is a hot matchup.
You know what? I think Epona's gonna win. I think the Zelda bias will win on this one.
I'm with you. I'm down with that.
Boom. Let's scroll a bit. Marin and Master Hand.
Wow. Well, Master Hand is pretty cool, but Marin is one of the top Zelda characters, I think. So
I don't think there's even a slight chance that Master Hand would win.
Yeah.
Although
I'm kind of rooting for him as the underdog, though.
You know
Maybe
what?
I'll vote.
Sure.
I sometimes vote for the underdog when I know they're gonna like lose.
Well,
I think sometimes that
Master Hand's awesome.
Yeah, I do like him,
but it's Marin.
Yeah, it's Marin.
You love Marin. Inkling and Zant.
That's another one I think a lot of people like Zant, right?
I will say there is a like sub-Splatoon culture within the Zelda Dungeon network. So it makes me wonder
Do you think they have a big enough grasp, a big enough hold?
I don't know. Zant's a bad guy, but it's Twilight Princess, and we know how obsessed people are with Twilight Princess.
There's some diehard TPers out there.
You know? They really are. Dang. Andy, you made this really difficult. What the heck? Okay. What do you think?
I think Zant.
You do?
I think there's some Splatoon fans, but I think there's some diehard Zant heads out there.
Just remember, Splatoon 3 comes out right before this all goes down.
Well, if we also, I'm glad this is recorded, because if I'm wrong here, you can use this clip against me.
We will. Happy Mask Salesman and Pit. I don't think there's a chance Pit's gonna win.
Happy Mask Salesman, another top character.
I think he's made it pretty far in previous ones as well.
He's had to have, right?
I think it was up against. No, I think he was up against Skull Kid really early on, actually, in 2 years ago. But I think he's gotten far in the past.
I don't think so.
Marth and Demise?
People love Demise, right?
Why would anyone vote for Marth?
The Marth mains? I don't know.
Oh, God. If you're a Marth main, why are you watching our video?
Turn the video off.
Stop watching. Demise all the way. This is an interesting pairing. Captain Falcon and Crimson Loftwing.
Man, this is one where I really wish it's Captain Falcon, but I don't know. Crimson Loftwing is very, like, people love that part of the game, right? Where you go and you
I love the Loftwings.
Saved your little Loftwing, and
but can the Loftwing Falco punch and Falco kick?
Yeah, that's what
I don't know.
He's a little overpowered. I don't know. I still think the Zelda, I don't know. I think that's one where it's not. Have we picked any that are? I think
Mario?
It's always been like.
I think Mario is the only non-Zelda.
Mario. Yeah.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
Vaati and Jigglypuff?
People like Vaati, right?
I love Vaati. Vaati with the naughty potty. Okay. I vote naughty. Vaati. Sorry.
I vote naughty.
I don't think Jigglypuff stands a chance. Oh. Mewtwo or Mallow?
People like Mallow.
I want to see the Castletown Mewtwo Mart. Yeah, I think Mallow I feel like will win this just based on music alone.
Okay.
Right.
Part of me is like, man, Mewtwo is in the movie.
The movie?
Everyone loves that movie.
I love that movie.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
What do you think about this?
we don't even. Groose is gonna win this one.
Wow.
Though, if that'd be amazing if the Wii Fit trainer won.
Oh yeah.
I don't even
Urbosa?
know who the second one is on
I
here.
thought it was Purah for a second, but I'm like, no, that doesn't make sense.
Too soon, yeah.
Urbosa.
Yeah, Urbosa. Someone tell us who that other one is.
Yeah, I don't know who Pyra is, I'll be honest. Mr. Game & Watch or Sidon?
Wow, two cool guys going up against each other.
They both make cool little smiles, right?
Well, that one's definitely gonna be Sidon.
Yeah.
But I do like
tough.
Mr. Game & Watch.
I do too. Mifa?
Villager.
Or Animal Crossing Villager.
I think Mifa is a pretty popular character, actually.
I'm gonna go with, yeah. Peach
Ooh.
and Darunia.
I feel like Peach could have beat some characters. I'm not sure
maybe
about
not
Darunia,
though.
Peach could have maybe beat, like, Mallow or something.
Yeah, I still think it's Darunia, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you.
This one is interesting. 2 technically non-Zelda characters.
Oh, yeah.
Samus Aran and Amaterasu from Okami.
Yes, who is representing Team Zelda as a Zelda-like game, I guess.
Are there enough Metroid fans? Or will the Twilight Princess fans latch onto Okami and vote for Amaterasu?
Amaterasu has gone far in previous ones, but Samus is a pretty recognizable character.
That's
like,
true.
I think has more mainstream appeal. But not really because Metroid is so popular. Maybe just through Smash. I don't know.
True. I mean, I knew Samus through Smash before I knew what Metroid was as a kid. You know.
This is a genuinely tricky one. This is a good placement, Andy. We're talking to him the whole video.
He'll never watch this. He'll never watch it.
I expect the full report.
I kind of want to say Samus.
Okay,
which
let's do it.
Might be an early upset, and it might totally screw up our bracket, but I don't know. Seems right to me.
It might, yeah. Okay, let's do it though. I like it.
Tingle or Diddy Kong?
Is Tingle one that like gets like people actually like hate still?
I would
that
vote,
used to be a thing. I think
I would vote Tingle above most Zelda characters.
Okay.
To be honest.
Me too. I can't remember where the public perception is now, but I'll go Tingle.
Yeah. I think we have enough Tingle-themed emotes in the Zelda Dungeon Discord that I think Tingle's gonna do just fine.
Tingle's back.
Tingle's back and better than ever, baby. Meta Knight and Hero's Shade.
Gotta be.
They're both dark brooding characters.
Hero Shade is another popular one, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's gotta be that. Oh, and then we have another squash match here. You can move the one.
Thank you. You're him and Olimar? Oh,
boy.
You're him would
Sorry,
just
Olimar.
Squish him. Just squish him into a tiny little pulp. Poor guy.
That's not a fair fight.
Okay, this is actually a tough one for me. Ridley and Rivali?
Yeah, that is tough.
There are some hardcore Ridley fans. Like, when Ridley was added to Smash, that was a huge deal.
Ridley, it was such an underdog appeal that even people who didn't even like Metroid were like, put Ridley in Smash.
Yeah. And then there's Rivali, who we just talked about in our last Tier 4 Heroes episode.
Kind of a controversial figure, right?
Yeah.
Let's move up Ridley. We gotta have some...
I think Ridley might win that one.
Yeah, we gotta have some non-Zelda picks just to keep it interesting.
We have Saria or Shulk.
Get that joke, Shulk, out of here.
I don't think so. Okay, Fox or another Zelda-like character, the Fox from the game Tunic.
Oh, I thought it was like Tunic Fox, like an alternate costume or something.
Fox or Fox with a tunic on.
You know what? This is one where I think Fox could win. Not because Tunic looks great, but I'm wondering if maybe not enough people have gotten to play it yet. But I could be wrong.
I know that makes sense. I've played Tunic, and it is an incredible game. If you have not played Tunic, if you're a fan of Zelda, you're probably watching this, you are probably a fan of Zelda. I would highly suggest go get it. It's on Xbox Game Pass. It's not on the Switch yet, unfortunately, but PC and Xbox, and I think it's coming to PlayStation. But play Tunic. It is so good. But I kind of agree. I don't think a lot of people have played it. So
Fox? You like Fox?
Yeah.
I feel like Fox. Whereas like other people might be like, that's Star Fox. Just voting for the guy I know.
Yeah. They're like, Star Fox, cool. Yoshi or Lineback?
Interesting. Because Lineback is also a pretty beloved Zelda character, but Yoshi is just a massively popular character in general.
People love Yoshi. Ah, dang.
It's definitely the Mario characters I feel like we felt like the big ones have the most.
If anything is going to compete against Zelda, it's going to be Mario, honestly.
Yeah.
They're the two powerhouse, Nintendo besides Pokemon. But
we might be look silly though. I feel like Lineback is pretty popular.
Yeah. Based on the ZD community, I would say Lineback.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Talk me down here. That's good.
Calm down, Gooey.
Oh, you gotta pick Yoshi.
Daruk or the Ice Climbers?
Daruk, right? People kind of diss Daruk, right?
Just kidding. Definitely Daruk.
Okay, cool.
Bowser or Telma?
Oh, man. I think Bowser.
Really?
I don't know. I feel like I don't know. People like Telma, I guess. But Bowser he's Bowser.
You know what?
What do you think though? I don't want to.
I would have picked Bowser. My only hesitation is that the Twilight Princess fanboys, they love Twilight Princess and will do anything in the world they can to protect it. But Telma is not one of the stronger characters in the game, in my opinion. She's cool, but she's not like a strong character. I would say Bowser would win.
Okay, then let's do it. Even if we're wrong, I feel like you can't say we didn't try.
Sure. Oh, apparently I can just click them and they just automatically
go over.
Cool. Dark Link or Lucas?
I think Dark Link, huh?
Yeah. Dark Link is awesome.
Sorry, Lucas.
Impa or Min Min?
Impa.
You think Min Min is gonna be
here? No. Barely know who that is.
Isabelle or Paya? Paya.
You think so? Okay.
I don't think Animal Crossing has enough of a pull.
I feel like everyone's played it though, I'm down with Paya though.
Okay. This is actually a tough choice for me. Tetra or Luigi? Luigi is personally my favorite Mario character.
He is, yeah. But Tetra's another.
Everyone loves Tetra.
Yeah. I'm voting Luigi when the bracket comes, but
know that our bracket says Tetra, but we're both voting Luigi. That's why we're practicing the stashes. We're getting them in so we can.
We're getting ready for Luigi. We're getting ready for Luigi week.
Yeah, Luigi.
Okay. So wait for that on our channel.
That's not a thing. That's not a thing. It's the. Do you remember the year of Luigi?
Yeah, we don't have time for a whole year. We're gonna do a week of Luigi.
Okay, first round. Ness and Terrico. I would probably say Terrico, even though it is from Age of Calamity.
I mean, a lot of people like Age of Calamity's story and everything, and Terrico is
probably the best character in the game.
Ness is people think is pretty cool, but yeah, it could go either way. Terrico.
I don't think Ness can PK fire his way into round 2. Sorry, Ness. Oh no, there we go. All right, we're going back up to the top for round 2. We're gonna here. Right. Let's can we do a little cheeky? Ooh, there we go. All right.
Can Mario get past Malin though? I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think this is where the Zelda love kicks in.
People are like, all right, it was fun while it lasted. Get out of here. Scoochie.
Yeah, I think people will get fed up.
Yeah. Hilda and Epona.
I think Hilda. I think people are, really into.
I'm feeling
that's a great story and everything.
Hilda's story is so good. One of the stronger, especially as like female characters go in the Zelda series, I think Hilda is incredible. So I would agree.
Let's go with that.
Marin and Zant.
Ooh.
I would vote Marin.
One... Yeah.
I know you would vote Marin.
Definitely. I mean, I love Marin, but I don't know though. One feels like a more.
They're very different.
I don't know anyone who really says anything bad about Marin, whereas Zant, I sometimes hear conflicting things about it, but I still think Zant is more popular just because I feel like more people have probably played Twilight Princess. But I could be wrong.
Fair.
I guess not now.
But I mean, with the remake.
Switch. Yeah.
2019.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I say we follow our heart and we go with Marin.
Okay, yeah. That's always a good way to go.
Yeah, follow your heart. Did you hear that? You watching this video, follow your heart.
Follow your heart.
Follow your heart. Okay. Happy Mask Salesman or Demise?
I think it's Happy Mask Salesman, but I don't know.
I would say so. Demise is cool, but
people are more about Girahim, right, than Demise.
I would agree. Yeah. Okay. If it was between Girahim and Demise, Girahim would win, in my opinion. So
for sure, yeah.
I think Happy Mask Salesman.
At least I think, yeah.
Loftwing and Vati.
This is another one where I feel like it's just I feel like more people know
the Loftwing.
The Loftwing.
Yeah.
But it's Vati is probably the people who are into Vati as a character are probably more into Vati than anyone who's just oh, I like the Crimson Loftwing. It's nice. But I feel like there just might be more people who are, I don't know.
I would say, based on who's voting, Loftwing makes more sense.
Okay, yeah.
I don't agree with it.
Yeah.
But I just think that it would probably win.
Yeah, let's go with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would say Groose.
Groose is gonna go far.
Groose
we can probably move Groose up the next one too, but
I mean, not yet, but he will. Urbosa and Sidon. I would put Sidon above Urbosa.
This is so relevant to a video we're gonna have coming out later this month. Sidon, I think, is the more.
Yeah.
People love the.
Ting. And then Mipha and ancestor of another champion, Darunia.
So Mipha, I remember years ago, was very popular.
Yeah.
And I was kind of shocked at the time.
I'm not. I'm really
well,
not.
Yeah. we get into it later this month on our champions video, but
yeah.
I didn't know it was such a beloved character. So I think Mipha will go pretty far.
Which is saying a lot, especially because Darunia, I think, has always been kind of like a fan favorite character.
That's another,
up until Breath of the Wild. If Breath of the Wild hadn't been a thing, I would say he would have gone on. Samus Aran or Tingle?
Wow, I don't know. Should I know? Should this be obvious?
Zero Suit Tingle. I don't know. I really don't know. This is a weird one.
I feel like a lot of people, even though they don't know Metroid, like when you play Smash, it's like Samus is one of the coolest characters.
I would agree.
But Tingle is a Zelda character, and like I think a lot of people like Tingle, but I don't know. I've always felt like there's still been some people who are still like, ugh, Tingle, he's the worst. Like, I wish they could delete him from Zelda, you know?
This is basically just Andy against Andy.
Yeah, this is... Whoever wins, really, we know.
It's Andy.
Yeah, it's Andy.
I get what you're saying, but I feel like the Zelda bias will kick in for this round.
Okay. That's fine.
Tingle's kind of like the meme character that ends up going farther than you expect. I feel like
in my heart it's Tingle, and so I'm with you.
Okay. Hero Shade or Fi? I would say Fi, even though a lot of people tend to not like Fi, and Hero Shade is Twilight Princess. But what do you think?
Yeah, like, because I know diehard Fi fans, and then also diehard Fi haters, and we kind of even had that in our video.
I'm still hurt.
Companions.
My heart is still cracked in two.
I still feel like people will like Fi generally more, just because there's more of it's the main story of the game.
Yeah,
Hero Shade. People love Hero Shade though too. So, but if you're thinking Fi, I'm
wait. This is cheating. I thought we weren't supposed to have Link in the game.
Wow!
Wow! Fi wins. Disqualified. Disqualified.
We've officially disqualified him.
Get him out of there.
Okay, I think Girahim overtakes Ridley.
Yeah,
for sure.
Ridley, you did a great job. It's impressive that 2 characters from Metroid made it through. The 2 characters from Metroid.
Those were versus Zelda-like characters, though, too.
True.
So, and I think that's the same thing that'll happen here with Saria and Fox.
I think.
Fox, I think, only got by on a technicality, and I don't even know.
Yeah. Linebeck or Daruk? I don't know.
Is Daruk popular?
That's what I really don't know.
Because I feel like Linebeck in the Zelda community, people are all like, even if they don't like the game, they always say like, "Oh,
but Linebeck
is a great character."
Yeah.
But have significantly more people just played and liked Daruk, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm kind of split on this one. Are you leaning any sort of way?
I would probably say recency bias on this. Breath of the Wild is a powerhouse. Okay. I feel like the champions are just going to make it through, even though I don't even know how I would vote for this one.
Yeah. I'd vote Linebeck, I think, personally, but I think Daruk will win.
Yeah. Bowser and Dark Link.
I think Dark Link people think is BA.
Yeah.
I think Dark Link should do well.
Oh.
I think Impa would beat Paya, right?
Yeah.
Unless there's a secret. Again, Paya might be a character people secretly love. That
maybe. And then Tetra or Terrico? Probably Tetra?
Tetra, yeah. Again, this is cheating too. This is, spoilers. We can't talk about it.
What are you trying to say?
Tetra. Oh, no, never mind. Sorry.
Why would she be disqualified? What are you trying to say?
She's Ganondorf.
She's Ganondorf. She has the Triforce of Power. Okay, Malin or Hilda? This is round 3. On to round 3.
We haven't talked too much about Ocarina of Time bias.
That's because I feel like it's lesser than it used to be.
Yeah.
But it's still there.
I feel like the music, it still holds a stranglehold in some ways, but...
Maybe character-wise less so.
I don't know.
Hilda's a much more important character.
Yeah.
That I think you get maybe more of an emotional connection to. Malin, you could play the game without really getting to know other than getting Epona.
You could even miss that if you're me. Yeah, let's go Hilda. I'm not so sure, but I feel like I could be way off.
And then Mariner, the Happy Mask Salesman.
I think
Happy Mask Salesman?
Probably? I think Happy Mask Salesman, yeah.
I don't know. It's hard to know what people think is popular. And Groose. And
Groose, yeah.
Now we have a brother and a sister up against each other.
This is tough. Because I would feel like it's Sidon, but it's another one where I was shocked by how popular Mipha was.
I will say, I think out of the champions and the new champions, Sidon is the only one that is better than the old champion. I think Sidon would win.
Okay. I'll go with it.
He's an S tier mount.
True.
Tingle or Fi? This seems like a joke. Why does this doesn't seem real?
I think Fi.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And then Girahim or Saria? I think Ocarina of Time could stand a chance here.
I don't know. Girahim is like
I know I like him a lot.
Oh, maybe Saria was really popular. I don't know.
Has Saria made it far in the past?
I think we're not cheating, even though it's what you should do is go look at how far they've made it, but I could see Girahim going beyond Fi even, but I'm not sure.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Daruk and Dark Link. Oh, sorry.
Dark Link.
Probably.
People are like, yeah, Dark Link. He's
cool.
Dark
Dark Link. He's metal.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they say right when they submit.
They're like, metal, submit, vote. Impa or Tetra?
I think Tetra still.
Yeah, probably. I don't think I would agree with it, but I think yes.
The pros to Impa are that there's a wider net of possible portrayals that people could like.
True.
Whether they're an Age of Calamity fan or Skyward Sword or whatever, but I don't know.
But if you're a big fan of Phantom Hourglass,
that's definitely the game where you would be like, I love Tetra. I could, you know what? I could go either way. Whatever you think.
I'm going to close my eyes and just do this. Tetra.
It's Tetra.
Guess it's Tetra. Phantom Hourglass fans pulling through.
Now I'm feeling nervous.
Do you want to? That could have been the way to know that it was wrong. That you feel nervous.
Do you want to do Impa?
Let's do Impa.
God, I don't know.
No, there we go.
Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna look silly for even.
Is this
like whatever?
This is the semifinals.
Yes.
Yes, it is. Okay. Well, going into the semifinals. Okay. So Hilda and Happy Mask Salesman.
I think Happy Mask.
Yeah.
I think that's one of the top characters.
Yeah. Groose or Sidon? First off, I would like to point out that I think these two would be best friends.
This is a real a hunk match.
It is. Whose is this? Are we voting on who's hotter?
Better hairstyle.
Better hair? Oh, Groose. But
I think Groose would win. I think people love the Groose character arc and stuff.
I agree. Fire Girahim. I think Girahim would win.
Yeah.
That's
why I felt like I saw him beating Fi pretty easily.
Yeah. And then Dark Link or Impa. I think Dark Link is still a character that I think a lot of people are like, even though he has no actual character, I think he's like really popular.
Yeah.
But I love Impa.
Impa, I feel like I don't know, this is another one where I just feel like I could go either side of it, and so I'm worried. Like,
the bottom
part
part
of
of
me
this is tough. Like the bottom part of the bracket, I'm curious what other people deal with down here because it's some tough choices.
Like, I could also see Tetra beating Dark Link.
I know. Ugh. Should we go with Impa?
Nico. Sure.
What are you thinking?
I don't know. I'm so nervous.
Why are you so nervous?
How about Impa? Skyward Sword. People love Skyward Sword Impa.
Oh, I was thinking the Oracle's Impa, my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
All right, semifinals. Happy Mask Salesman. What do you think? Or Groose?
I think Groose.
And Groose will be
I'm
out.
surprised Groose. I think. Well, either one of those, I'm surprised they haven't won before.
That's a good point.
So, I'm honestly fine with either pick. I lean towards Groose more because he has like a. Okay. Cool.
So Groose goes on to the finale with Girahim or Impa. These are technically all Skyward Sword characters.
Yeah, is that? I just feel like that's one people like really love.
It's true.
I think Girahim.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So this is leaving us to who's gonna win, Groose or Girahim.
Are we like on the right track at all? But I think Skyward Sword. Everyone loves the Skyward Sword story.
Well, that's the strongest part of the game, or the characters.
Right.
So it's not a surprise that this many characters would make it this far.
And I think with everyone actually having this being kind of like one of the last big ones they played, I think it'll be in a lot of people's mind, you know?
Honestly, I think Groose would win.
I'm with you. I think Groose deserves to join the likes of Midna, Skull Kid, and Sheik.
I agree.
Okay. So, well, we'll finish filling out the rest of all the fine print.
Yeah, I'll do the login
below,
and such. But Groose is going to be chosen as our champion. I gotta go like fill it in on the bottom and stuff. But we can do that afterwards. But
that's the official Tier Force champion, endorsed by all three of us.
All three of us. Corey totally agreed. He actually just told me.
I agree.
Yep, he just told me he agrees entirely with all of our choices.
So with that, we'll check back in on this and see how we did, maybe in one of our other videos or something. But everyone, please go.
I hope we don't win.
Something tells me we'll watch this back later and be like, why did we think
what were we thinking?
Yeah. There's always one where I'm like, what was my logic there? So we'll see. But everyone else, go to ZeldaDungeon.net. It's the top story right now, and check it out. I'll try to put the link in the description. But otherwise, we'll see you out on the battlefield.
Oh man! Bye.
Bye. Nice.
Tier Force heroes.
Oh yeah.